Live from Radio Row at Super Bowl 60 in San Francisco, this is Roy Kessel with the Sports Philanthropy Network, and we've got some great guests with us today. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about the work that they're doing in the community.
Well, I'm Chris Strapp, played in the NFL for 12 years, and I'm excited to be here with you, man. You know, I've seen the Sports Philanthropy Project, I've seen it grow and continue to uplift and empower people and as they're trying to change the world. So I'm excited to be here. You know, for me, I do lung cancer advocacy. Today is World Cancer Day. So what a place to talk about hope, to talk about progress. But then I got a couple other guys, they're hanging out with me.
Hey, thanks, Roy. Thanks, Chris. Man, Lee Jackson, man, from Dallas, Texas. I run a nonprofit called Distinctly His Ministries. And we out here just helping young folks grow, be the best that they can be in life. And so we put them in position to be educated in that space of experience that they may learn and grow. And so I want to pass it out to one of our guys that's here, man, that's playing football at University of Utah. It's Lance.
How we doing, y'all? My name is Lance Holtzclaw. Like he said, I'm a defensive end at the University of Utah. And, you know, I'm just over here collaborating and partnering with these guys on the same mission, you know, empowering these young people, man. The young people is the future of our generation, man. So we definitely got to make sure that those thoughts and ideas and all those dreams that they have, you know, they feel as if they're strong enough to be able to move forward with those dreams, man, and really go attack them.
Well, Lance, I want to throw it over to you quickly because it's a different world than it was when Chris was playing in college, right? When he was at Stanford, I couldn't buy him a Diet Coke or a sandwich or anything like that. You're getting a truck, right? You're getting all of the vehicles and everything else that's going on. Talk a little bit about the NIL world and how that gives you an opportunity to really get a jump start in giving back to the world.
Well, you know, the NIL world is constantly growing as we keep progressing through these years, from when I first got in with it not really being a factor to now it being a huge factor in the game. Also, I feel like it just expands the platform that guys have, you know, different companies and different groups of people reaching out to them and trying to work with them for things like that, and just having like a bigger platform and a bigger stage and a bigger media presence in order to really get your message out there and to make a lot of things work. When people are trying to sit here and make events happen or trying to, you know, grab groups of people and trying to help different groups of people and things like that, you know, this stage in the world of NIL and the way that people can now give to these athletes and everything like that is another way that athletes can partner with these companies and these different organizations in order to give back to the community and give back to the youth, or, you know, whatever type of thing that you want to do in the community in order to, you know, like we were talking about, empowering people and just opening up opportunities for kids, man, whether it be camps, whether it be giving back to anything, man. That's what we're really trying to look at.
So Lee, you started your project, right? You're based in Dallas. What gave the idea for you to take that direction?
Man, it was my life and how I grew up. I had a coach. I had a coach that poured into my life and walked me through to help me go to college. You know, being a homeless kid at 13, it was tough being alone. And so having a coach and somebody with a support system to walk with me, to encourage me, to push me, to teach me how to walk, how to act, how to walk in these spaces of opportunities that I don't know. And then having somebody to bring some resources to me that I needed help with. Because in that time, we didn't have NIL, so we couldn't accept any money. We couldn't receive any money from anyone. And so with me not receiving a dime, I needed information. And so that's what we get. We get these guys information so they can know how to walk in the room. They know how to talk in the room. And they know how to be a professional. Because right now, that's what they are, young professionals.
And that's something that they weren't trained on in the day when you were in school, right? You weren't given that training on the sort of the business side and the NIL side and how to generate income. But, you know, you found your way as you were playing in the league, and talk about the direction you took with the White Ribbon Project.
So I'll say that it's always been a business, right? It's just a business that's changed. And I'll say even now, the players need to have somebody that supports them and understands how the business works. So before the business said you couldn't give somebody money, so you needed somebody to understand that, you know, make sure that you then appreciated that where you got the most out of your scholarship, all right? And then, you know, Lance is here, Lee is here. Lee has been here with me a number of times. I actually met Lee when I played with the St. Louis Rams. I've known him for a while, and it's so awesome to be able to have him be here where he's going to be able to share with the other young people, and Lance to be here so that he can witness the power of the NFL, the power of the #1 sport in America, to be able to reach people all over the place. And so when you talk about the White Ribbon Project, what do I try to do with the lung cancer community? But the same thing, right? You interviewed the founders of the White Ribbon Project. You've interviewed other survivors that we've had, and what is that message? Here's the platform. Here you go. Now we have to share it. Use this platform to speak love and speak hope into our community.
And we see them all over the place. I ran into one of your guys the other night walking around with the white ribbon, and I said, yeah, I'll see Chris in a couple days. And it's amazing to follow the work and the growth. It's really incredible in terms of how it's exploded, the reach that you've had.
Well, again, with this platform, we can speak all over the world. It's just do we want to? Do we want to love our people? I've had a chance to speak in front of the pyramids. I had a ribbon holding up. I spoke at Parliament in London. I've spoken in Dublin, in Tokyo, and all over the world. Australia, right? But the key is, it's not about me speaking, because somebody has to invite me and say, we want something more. So whatever city, whatever place, this is the opportunity to send that message and say, do you want something different?
Lance, so this is your first time on Radio Row here?
Yes, it is. It's my first time out here.
What are you most excited about seeing while you're in town this week?
Man, I'm really just most excited about learning. That's been my biggest thing. I've just been seeing a lot and learning a whole lot. And like they've been talking about, really just gaining that knowledge. That big knowledge is really just going to take it far, because now I can take all that knowledge I have and apply it to the life and apply it to my process of trying to get to this next level and pursuing after that next level at the same time. And I can also take all this information that I've learned and pass it on to my peers. So, they on the same level as me, and nobody has to sit here and walk around blindly, So that's been my biggest thing, has been learning a lot.
Yeah, and it's something when you walk into this room and you see the craziness going on here, and it's only Wednesday, it's going to get even worse the next couple days, right? So I hope that you have a great trip and enjoy your opportunity here. You've got a great couple of mentors to walk you through. So, gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Would love to have you guys fill out a card for our wall of philanthropy here.
Yay.
And for all of our viewers and listeners, thank you for taking time to join us on Sports Philanthropy Network, live from Radio Row at Super Bowl 60 in San Francisco. Roy Kessel signing off. Please remember to live generously.